No, it's too hot. It's too hot in here. I gotta play some Witcher 2, kill some people, feel better. Nope. Okay. Who are you? Okay, yeah, the guy who says we don't have all day. Right. Right. Let's go. I don't know. Do you have any missions I'm doing right now? Poker League. We unified. Oh, you unified this guy in poker. Right. Hello. What do you want to show me?
Here's where the king organizes tournaments.
Yeah, I'll win that
All
tournament.
glamour, ceremony, noses and cocks in the air.
Right.
Between those, we kill time thrashing about with swords, pikes, chairs, the works. Good stuff. No holds barred. They pay well too if you know who to talk to and who to bet on. Excuse me a moment, Witcher.
What's up? Talk to this guard.
How did the fight go?
Hello?
You've a nose for this, Civic. You won again.
My gold?
You gonna bet on more fights today?
Of course. I'll come by later.
Is he bribing the people to win?
Greetings.
Or to lose, basically?
Yes?
No. Let's continue your tour. Once you're done, we can play some poker. This is the prisoner.
See him, Witcher. Loosen his bonds a bit and he's liable to jump at your throat like a rabid mutt.
One of Yorvith's square-tail. How did you capture him?
Scouts found him wounded in the ravines.
Right.
Someone massacred a small unit. The boy said it was a bloodbath, as if the Reaper just swung his side right through them. Whoever attacked them was very strong.
Any idea who it might have been?
No. But if they managed to ambush elves in the wild, I'd rather not meet them.
It
Right,
could be a
Civic.
monster.
Let's go see the king.
Tourist. Alright, so I did all this stuff. I got an achievement for that. Right. And it's just not a very big camp, honestly. Like, you would think it would be bigger for a big-ass army, but... No.
How's it going, lads?
I can't feel me ploughing feet from all this standing around. Any chance you'll be sending up some replacements?
In an hour. Open up the gate. The king wants to see the Witcher.
Yeah.
Alright, we're in.
Go straight to the royal tent. You can't miss it. I've a few things to take care of.
Godspeed, Civic.
I'll be near the main gate if you need me. So long.
I need you now,
Ha!
my friend.
A witcher!
The king must have summoned him to fight the raids.
You think?
I'm certain.
Ha! Let's see him deal with the blood curse.
I think I already
10
have dealt with
silver
it.
on the curse.
I wanted that bet.
You're betting on the damn curse against me? Come on. Geralt had enough of such greetings, whether by raids or by men. He decided to see what Henselt wanted with him, and then give his legs some rest. Yeah, some rest sounds pretty good, but first... Hello, Mr. Man.
A bit scared of going against the Saint. The enemy have fed you their propaganda.
Where are you going? Are you gonna buy something? Civic? I needs to talk to you, my friend. I gotta play dice poker. He won't play freaking dice poker with me. What a jerk, man. Well, whatever. Let's go to explore the royal area. Which is up there. King's Land.
Greetings.
Greetings. Right. Upper Kedveni camp. Who are you?
Greetings, Master Witcher.
Oh, he's nice. Okay. That's good.
You have it coming.
Okay, he's apparently not very nice then. I'll be taking that. You know what? I'll take it all. I can always sell it to your quartermaster. I'm guessing this is the royal tent. Right. Okay, some petals, I guess. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, what's this? Leather? Sure. Royal tent, honestly, it can wait. Are you the head chef or the king's chef? Something like that. I'm gonna loot all your luggage, if you don't mind. I'm helping you all. This is my cost to help you. Some money and all your stuff. That's not nailed down. Oh, hello.
Greetings, Geralt.
Sheila. So you decided to stay in the Pontar Valley?
I'd assumed that after killing the Kayran, the Pontar Valley would hold no further interest for you.
You know nothing about me, Witcher.
Right.
I'm here because 2 northern monarchs were murdered. It's quite probable Henselt is next on the list.
Right.
We don't need another country descending into chaos. King Henselt cannot die. I'll make sure of that.
You also have to give him a child. Deathmold isn't exactly like you.
It's pretty obvious you and Deathmold don't exactly get along.
Deathmold is an overgrown baby. A fine match for King Henselt. The problem is that he's as jealous as he is childish. He claims I wish to steal his position at the Kedweni court. Nothing could be more absurd.
And Triss disappeared along with the assassin.
Foltest's killer forced Triss to teleport him to Verdun, or somewhere nearby.
That nosy little meddler Triss used my megascope to accomplish that. But I suppose I should be grateful. After all, I might have been the Kingslayer's victim.
Right.
Even if Triss is in Bergen, I cannot locate her. This damn fog prevents any kind of magical probing.
Alright, see you then, you're useless. Ah, some expensive stuff. I do not mind. If I get overburdened, I'll go talk to your quartermaster. He'll buy your entire camps with the supplies. He'll be happy too. He'll be like, my god, Fisher. Where did you find all this incredible stuff? It's perfect for a camp, almost like it as if it came there. It came from there.
Monsters, mutants, assassins. What's this world coming to?
Right.
I've had about enough.
Okay, fine. Sure. What are you, strategists? Devising a strategy? Ananas?
Lovely.
Lovely.
I am your humble servant.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
I smell a Temerian.
Well, I don't think I am a Temerian. I'm from Rivia. And also Livia. Was that yellow?
Stick your courtesies up your ass.
I'm not giving you any currency. I'm just looking at you. But it's not really very courteous to rob. I guess this is the king's box. He sits here watching fights. Alright. Makes sense. He's a king. He has to do something in his spare time. Is this the royal tent? Hey, that's more.
Henselt awaits you. We shall speak later.
Aye.
I don't know. That looks like a pretty royal tent to me. If it is the royal tent, I don't want to go there.
Nearly everyone hunts you, yet you live in spite of that.
You're
Impressive.
here now?
In no small part thanks to you, Excellency.
I've helped you, yes. I trust I shan't regret it.
You might.
As do I. I wouldn't want to seem ungrateful.
Are you seeking employment?
Yeah, sure.
I was unaware you fellows hired yourselves out for battle.
My aim here is different.
Really? Perhaps I can be of assistance.
What are you doing here, Your Excellency?
What's the Emperor's envoy doing here? Satisfy my curiosity.
The last unfortunate conflict left the northern kingdoms in pitiful economic condition.
You're here to help them?
His Imperial Majesty desires stability. We wish to offer financial assistance, so I'm visiting those lands hardest hit by the war.
So you can...
Henselt is coping admirably as far as I can see.
The details of my visit here are reserved for the Emperor and the Kedweni King.
Sure you can't tell me something, Excellency? Yeah.
You sure they're that big a secret? I mean, they could be important to me.
Successful. Oh, wow.
I can reveal one thing. The Emperor was very moved to hear the White Wolf had returned.
He knows about
He asked me to investigate the matter personally and submit a report.
Why do I interest him?
He didn't say. His Imperial Majesty keeps his motivations to himself.
Alright. Shame. So basically, Nilfgaard also wants to basically owe them. Everyone should owe them money, so then therefore they have like legal right or whatever to invade next time or some shit. Shame about Foltest.
Foltest was a good king. Shame he ended that way.
Yeah.
I've already conveyed the Emperor's condolences to Constable Matthias. Since we're talking about Temeria and Foltest, apparently the fallen king's advisor, the sorceress Triss Merigold, has disappeared in mysterious circumstances. Rumors abound. Do you know anything about her?
Why do you ask, Excellency?
I heard the two of you are close.
So we are. Mages sometimes disappear, you know?
Mages have a natural tendency to disappear into thin air once in a while. Why is anyone concerned?
Maybe they wonder if witches locked in dungeons possess the same capacity. You're avoiding the subject, which means it's uncomfortable for you.
Right.
Have it your way, I shan't press. But I'll ask one more question, if I may.
Of course, Your Excellency.
I mentioned Triss because, I must admit, I am perturbed. Mages are known for their mutual envy and rivalry. I wonder if there's any matter that could unite them.
You want to unite
Perhaps you
them?
could be a bit clearer,
Your cause?
Excellency.
Then I shall ask directly. Do you know anything about Marigold's involvement with an organization of sorceresses? Assuming, of course, that you are, theoretically, or have been, close.
Why does this interest you?
I'm not sure why the acquaintances of a sorceress would interest a Nilfgaardian ambassador.
Many things interest me. Art, for example. A very interesting statuette was delivered to me today.
What was
A
it about?
peculiar piece, elusive, sensuous. It forces one to think. Even a monster slayer might not be indifferent to the beauty entrapped within.
Maybe, but I'm afraid I don't have time to admire art.
Do you have any other queries? I have some matters to which I must attend.
So I didn't
Why
give
are you so
information.
interested in this organization of sorceresses?
I am maybe.
I wonder about some strange coincidences. I'm told several of them were seen in the vicinity when the assassination attempts occurred.
Really?
What's so suspicious about that? Mages have always thronged around monarchs, the source of power and coin.
I'm not accusing anyone. I merely said it makes me wonder.
Right. Where to next?
I saw you with Foltest before. Now you're with Henselt.
Yeah.
No doubt you'll visit the King of Redania next.
I need not go far. Radovid is en route to Lochmuin. Perhaps he has already arrived. We'll meet there.
Alright.
Lochmuin? An ancient elven city quite a ways away, near the source of the Pontar. Why there?
The mages wish to re-establish their council.
Okay.
They sent out invitations to all the kings.
Alright, farewell. This is Nilfgaardian guys' camp, okay. This is black soldiers with wings on their heads.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
They're letting a civilian walk into the
I've
guy's
no
chamber,
bloody
huh?
idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
I'll take your money. Oh, the freaking king's right here. No, I'm carrying too much weight. King, I ask you to wait. Just a minute, King. I'll be back. It's just I'm full of stuff from I've stolen from your camp. You know, I gotta go sell this stuff for a tidy profit. He said I can't miss the royal tent. This is the royal tent. That's the royal tent. Is that a bigger royal tent than this one? No, it's basically the damn same. Alright, well, I don't know. Man, these boots are look at the damn boots. This is so extremely funny.
Greetings.
Hello. I am walking very slowly. Don't worry. It's not because I've stolen everything from your camp and I'm now going to sell it back to your camp. It really should be like an extreme crime. But, you know, I am stealing it, and then I have the gall to sell it right back to the person who owns it. Although I've done that many times before, and no one really notices. This game on, it's quite fun. Should do that in real life too. Probably you can, but this is illegal. I mean, the same trousers I have. Camarian, and this is Kadvani. I mean, it's the same. The Kadvani ones are rarer. Okay, I guess.
So?
So we're gonna trade. What do you mean so? I have 3 robust, well-balanced daggers straight from the king's chambers. I have armor straight from the king's chambers also, and everything by weight. Here you go. You can have like a lot of all this. I don't really care about any of this stuff. It's just taking up a lot of weight. You know, I don't really care. Here you go. You can have 3 of these. 17 cloth. Here you can have 9 of that. 62 twine. It's like 30 pieces of twine. I'm good. There you go. Nice and easy.
Oh. Greetings!
Why are you blue? I wish to know.
Plebeian and...
Shut up. Alright, I'm back here. I have offloaded. This is Sheila's room, I'm guessing? Okay. Oh god. Why does every place have armor here? Sheila the Tanzerville. Okay, it's no new conversation with you. Cannot read your notes. How unfortunate. You have a mirror. Doesn't work. Yeah, screw that candelabra.
A ghastly mist and a witcher. What a coincidence.
Ethen Melduna Vatkan.
We shall see.
Are you speaking to Guardian? I cannot speak to Guardian. Apparently. Maybe I can, I'm just not translating because characters is bad, you know. For the players. Did we go in here before we did, I think?
I've had about enough.
Alright, you got enough. He said that already. Leather orange, silver necklace. I don't think I sold my junk. Cleaver. Dude, if this is not a place where you can like arm wrestle or gamble or something, by the way, there's a boat right there. How would one get to you?
A ghastly mist and a witcher. What a coincidence.
Ethen Melduna Vatkan.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, yeah, blame the Witcher. He caused it all. Shut up, man. There has to be some way to get to that wreck. That wreck probably has the other part of the... whatever I'm looking for. Alright, the king is right here. Well, I think I have looted everything.
Freak.
No, I did not go into this room, but I thought the king might be here. Magic and power. I do like both those things. Sorcerer is the name customarily applied to male persons capable of commanding the power, though it is but one of the many terms or phrases, most of them highly unflattering, to have been used over the ages. These terms have ranged from the rather respectful title of Wise One to the somewhat less specific Bloody Son of a Bitch, the Plague Taken. As for women of this persecution, that is sorceresses, they have been called everything from arch mistress to a colloquial expression I will not repeat out of regard for the language and respect for the female gender. The command of the power these mages possess sets them above mere mortals, which can be good or bad. From the dawn of time, history remembers mages either as... what the hell is this? Right. Pure intention and courageous heroes are as rogues bereft of reverence or faith. Human memory tends to remember the latter for longer, which may be why common folk mostly hold people of this profession in contempt. So true. New characters. Shillard Fitz-Ornstein. We met Shillard again in King Hensel's camp, which was not surprising, since Fitz-Ornstein always circled monarchs like an old vulture circles a carcass. The discussion we had with Geralt brought no hard facts, but a careful listener could take more from the questions the imperial diplomat asked offhandedly than from the answers he offered the Witcher. He was interested in the situation in the north, the sorceress and their summit in Loch Muni, as well as in seemingly unimportant trifles. Either way, I already suspected back then that he was playing a game of the highest stakes, as always. Sheila. Father and heir, right? That's what she wants to do. Meeting Sheila in Hensel's camp came as a slight surprise. On the other hand, it was hard to ignore her arguments. Another regicide would plunge the north into utter chaos, and she did not intend to let that happen. Alright, also she has to give this guy a son. Find out like a potion or something to help him. Sorceresses, yeah, we read this. Alright. This I guess is my man's room. Wait, the king is in simple room. This is the royal tent. So what, these are sorceresses tents? That doesn't make any damn sense. King, you gotta get us a better tent, alright? The sorceresses are better tents than you. Shameful, honestly.
Come in, Witcher. I wish you to feel at ease, as this is an unofficial audience. You helped me in the mist, thus I surmise you do not seek my death.
Nope.
Which leads me to ask what you do seek here, Geralt of Rivia.
Justice.
Justice.
A slippery thing, I'd say. It really depends on your point of view. So, you claim you did not kill Foltest.
Nope.
Do you know who did?
Yes.
A witcher named Letho.
Letho.
Do you know each other?
I don't know.
I don't know. I have amnesia. Letho has suggested he knows something about me.
Let's not lie.
It's possible we met before.
There's an old Kedwenny saying, a bitch will never bite another bitch. 100% accurate where sorceresses are concerned.
To the matter at hand, sire.
De Tarsaville claims this Letho is in the area. Is that true?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
What does he want here? My head?
He's hiding from Yorvith and his Scoia'tael. I don't know his plans.
And you aim to get him?
Yep.
I do.
Last question. Do you know who had Foltest and Demavend assassinated? Who's behind the Kingslayers?
Nope.
I don't know, but I'll find out when I find Letho.
My spies have confirmed your words. I suppose I must believe you. Now to the other matter. The mist, the wraiths, all that magic shit holding up my campaign. My mages, as usual, have proved useless. They blather on about higher magic, delayed curses and other hogwash, but nothing comes of it. This matter must be settled with a sword. A witcher's sword.
Add a magic stone.
Will you manage this task?
I'll manage.
Yeah, I'll manage.
Excellent. Lift the curse, and you'll learn the meaning of royal generosity.
So sad for
And even should you fail to catch this Letho, I shall help you clear your name. Consider Deathmold at your disposal. He'll give you all the necessary information. Also, you are free to move about the camp and its environs from now on.
Alright.
Now, leave me alone.
Sire, do you know... Oh, what activated the curse?
The curse was cast 3 years ago. Any sign it's been active in the interim?
Is that important?
Yes.
Sire, we're not talking about a fortune told in a tent on market day, nor about some curse cast by a novice mage. This curse caused a solar eclipse and summoned hordes of specters. We're dealing with a complex spell that operates at several levels. Uncommon knowledge and skill were required to cast it. Lifting it will be even more difficult. If I'm going to deal with it, I need you to cooperate.
Ah, the plague. So be it.
Killed a priest. Hey, you didn't tell me. What do you know who cast the curse?
As we forged our way through the fog, you claimed it was Glevisig's curse.
Sabrina Glevisigs. She was a sorceress, my former advisor. I ordered her bound to a wagon wheel and burned alive. While dying, she cursed me and my lineage. That was 3 years ago.
Okay. What did you condemn Sabrina for? Yeah.
What did you condemn Sabrina for, sire?
1 year after the Peace of Sintra, I fought Demerven for Lormark. General Vandegrift commanded a part of my force. He forded the Pontar and joined battle on this field. It raged until evening, when Sabrina Glevisig decided to take matters into her own hands. Fireballs rained down onto the battlefield. 3,000 men turned to bloody, charred meat scraps. The fire consumed Kedwennies and Adernians alike. Knights boiled alive in their armor. Mad beasts howling with pain. War is for the honorable.
when the likes of Levisig enter the fray, it turns into hell.
What is hell anyway? And why did she attack her own side?
What drove Sabrina to attack her own army? Any specific reason?
I've heard none, not even speculation. She was my advisor, a member of the Council of Mages. For years I was forced to tolerate her excesses, schemes, court scandals.
Was she loyal?
Stuff.
Ha! Only to herself.
Alright. And how exactly did she curse you?
Sire, do you remember the curse itself? What exactly did Sabrina say?
All she said at the time has been fulfilled to some degree. A star adorned with a bloody braid will cut across the heavens. Square coins from maritime depths will beguile the hearts of fools.
Coins?
Deathmold found a few such coins among soldiers accused of treason.
Alright, square coins. Okay, very well. Oh, we got a new mission, and we leveled up.
Greetings, Witcher.
A wonderful army.
The sight of your camp must instill fear in your enemies' hearts. I'm certain the stench does.
Normal military conditions, Witcher. Boiling cabbage, stale sweat, and the smell of fear. They're constant companions in the expansion of any great empire.
Thanks for the history lesson. I take it you'll wait until the last minute to bring the remaining troops across.
Nothing sinks defenders' hearts more than steady increases in their enemies' ranks. Though I'll say these Vergan sons of bitches are worthy foes and won't flee so easily. It's good having a neighbor who knows how to fight.
I'm not sure the people of Edirn share that sentiment.
Alright, Godspeed to you. Prelude to war. Okay, we're done. Geralt had enough of greetings. Okay, we're done. We're done with that. Does the king thing get updated? No. Okay. Lord Mark Upper Aiden. Right. Oh, excuse me.
Witcher, a word, if you will.
Right, I got it up to you. Conspiracy theory. Do you want to hear how the Witcher got embroiled into a high-level conspiracy? Well, a hero was summoned before Deathmold, a bad beginning making a worse end. First of all, I'll just meditate here in the middle of this camp. Who says no? Damage reduction 5%. Speed of vigor regeneration during combat. Distance while dodging, let's do that. This has got dodging 200%, okay. So hopefully with this I can like dodge super far away now. They won't let me dodge here. Come on, man. Take a bunch of log.
Stick your courtesies up your arse.
You have no idea how delighted I am to work in tandem with you.
Oh.
True, I have no idea.
Better times approach, Geralt, you shall see. I trust you're not bothered if I refer to you by name.
Not at all.
No.
Wonderful, I feel we shall become great friends.
Uh-huh. Let's get to work.
I'm not looking for new friends, Deathmold. Let's get to work.
Yeah.
I see. As you seem to be the hero, how might I help you, White Wolf?
I don't like all this flattery. Lifted curses before?
Have you dealt with curses before?
I've cast a few in my time. One victim sprouted donkey's ears in a tail, another's house burned down. Nothing too serious.
Shame. Have you removed curses, lifted spells?
Never had the chance. But I mastered the theory involved.
Theory.
Best
Okay.
in my class at the Magic Academy.
They don't teach you about curses like this one at Banard.
Glevis's curse is a 4th level blood spell. It's also known as the Archmistress's curse. A misnomer, for they've been cast by generally crazed mages or priests, not necessarily women.
You've done your homework.
Alright. How does a blood curse work?
Explain this blood curse to me.
An ordinary blood curse is a trivial thing. You let a little of your own blood. Best done at midnight, surrounded by lit candles.
Sabrina had a whole pyre around her. Tell me about Glevisig's curse.
Read about it for yourself. I have all the necessary literature. In fact, you only need the great encyclopedia of curses, spells, and prophecies, and a volume compiled by Tessard de Vries and Marguerite Loantil, Masters of Magic on Curses Selected Writings.
Alright, I'll read them.
Quite a tome.
And are you sure Sabrina cast a curse?
Are you sure Sabrina cast the curse?
Who else?
Positively.
Oh.
Curses of this kind are cast rarely. There have only been 6 confirmed cases.
How many confirmed cases of their being lifted?
1. By a team of mages led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, whence came the curse's other appellation, In any case, Sabrina Glevissig was part of that team.
Small world, and one that just got a little uglier.
That's not all. The curse that Francesca and Sabrina dealt with was meant to end the lives of the last of the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. It was cast by Scarlet Rodalega, a very talented but completely mad man. A prophecy and an activator were also involved.
I see. Sabrina just stole her curse from this Rodalega.
Precisely.
Okay.
Beside which the king himself and a company of armed men witnessed her casting it.
Alright, what's with the coins?
We've got our comet and murder. What about the coins?
We have those as well. Not enough for you?
No. Why do I get the feeling I've stumbled on some shameful secret?
A state secret.
If you don't tell me, your head of state may soon lose his head.
There's a plot afoot within the military. Those involved share a symbol, a square coin adorned with a fish. Let's do this. I shall in no way hinder your investigation, and you will reveal to me anything you learn. Should I happen upon anything related to the curse?
You'll let me know. So be it.
Okay. Not all the specters were aggressive. Did you notice that?
Did you notice that not all the specters were aggressive?
Most would disappear when we neared them.
Yeah.
I think the curse's power corrupts the ghosts of those who died in the battle, turning them into draugrs.
Draugrs, is that some professional name you witches have for specters?
They're demons, Deathmold. Draugrs are demons of war that arise on battlefields where the fighting was vicious and the slaughter particularly bloody. They are hatred and bloodlust in condensed form.
The name matters little. Do you know how to rid us of these Draugrs?
A silver sword's enough to send them to their rest. But as long as the curse remains active, new ones will appear. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If we could reverse the tide of the battle...
Don't delay. Grab your sword and start reversing.
I'll need some symbols of war that belonged to the soldiers who perished here. Artifacts symbolizing hatred, death, courage, and faith. They have to be magically active and linked to those who died. Without them, I won't be able to summon the ghosts.
Well, I've no idea how to find them, apart from which I know little about war symbolism.
I'll deal with the artifacts. I have another job for you.
Oh, I don't. I don't have a job. It's asking questions. Why is Henselt still alive?
Why is Henselt still breathing? He killed the priest. Why didn't he burst like a ripe tomato under a dwarf's heel?
Perhaps Glevissig wishes Henselt to wait for imminent death.
I don't think so. I know a few sorceresses. They're mean, true, but they also want results. Sabrina cast the curse while roasting at the stake. Not the most comfortable circumstances. I suspect she botched something.
Are you suggesting Henselt may be safe?
I'm suggesting he could be saved, provided we cut him off from the heart of the curse, the Battle of Spectres. It's the weakest link.
How could we do that?
I don't know yet, but I suspect I could summon Sabrina's ghost and force her to free Henselt.
Oh.
First, I need to learn the circumstances of her death.
Alright. A blood curse usually requires blood.
If I'm not mistaken, you need blood to cast a blood curse.
Precisely, unachievable otherwise.
Sabrina was bound to a wagon wheel. Where did she get enough blood?
She put a spell on a soldier who gave her a coup de grace. It was easy. The minds of some soldiers are so uncomplicated. Sabrina needed one of them to strike her, shorten her suffering, but complete the curse. However, this is where she erred. That whore performed miracles, gathered the power, got the prophecy and activator right, but fell flat on her face on the simplest thing at the end.
Don't get so excited.
She chose a fool, a bungler. I heard he thrust 5 times with his spear, yet the witch's soul would not quit her corpse.
There was no one guarding the pyre?
It was one of the guards the sorceress chose for the task. His comrades were irate. He spoiled the show for them. The king was no longer anywhere near.
In any case, blood flowed and the curse took root.
Yes, but the harlot got her due.
Okay, let's get
You're
to
gonna
work.
help me, Deathmold.
Of course, as the king ordered.
Listen up. You'll do the paperwork. I get the feeling you like it. I'll need a number of protective runes to summon Sabrina's ghost. They need to detain the sorceress's ghost and anything else that enters this world with it. Find something for me in your library. The runes need to be easy to produce. I haven't seen any artists around here. Apart from that, the Draugrs are likely to begin their forays in search of Henselt. When they leave the battlefield, they'll grow weaker. Your men should be able to handle them. Just equip them with silver-plated weapons. Henselt could also use something silver to defend himself. Over the entrance to his tent, hang a wreath of cinquefoil and fool's parsley. Inside, a fire fueled by juniper branches must burn at all times.
Where will I get so much silver?
Melt down your collection of pots for all I care. Just get it.
Those aren't pots, they're silver vases of Nazaya.
Last of all, give Henselt an instructional talk. Explain that I'll need him.
And what will you be doing? Drinking ale and fondling the camp women?
There's that, yes. Though I'll also prepare to summon Sabrina's ghost, and figure out what I need to send the fighting specters back to the afterlife. I'll drop by and give you more work as I learn about this curse.
How did you divine that you might recover your memory by lifting the curse?
How do you know?
I don't like people poking around in my life.
Learning about others is my job. I must know the secrets of all who wish to approach the king. I've no problem admitting I like the work.
My past has nothing to do with Henselt.
You don't know that. Do you know why I have no friends, Witcher? Because sooner or later I learn all their secrets, which is followed by interrogations, torture, executions.
Just leave my past alone.
I don't think you can do that. Find the Dun Banner Standard, Vandergrip Sword, and a piece of Styric Saga. And what? Search the site of Sabrina Gleswick's execution. The Blood Curse. Oh, and another one. Conspiracy theory. The sorcerer was aware that the Witcher is interested in the curse placed on the battlefield and pointed him to a clue. So it was that several soldiers hatched a plot apparently connected to the curse. Deathmold did not know what the conspiracy's aim and who it belonged to. After getting this, oh how precise clue, Geralt decided to nose around the camp. Okay. Courage symbolized. Lifting a curse on battlefield is no small feat. It requires preparation and a professional approach. The Witcher was fully qualified and, thanks to the advice of other professionals, he knew exactly how to approach this thankless task. Among other things, he had to acquire artifacts of the battle, representing the virtues and horrors of war. The symbol of courage was one of them. The Witcher decided to inquire around the camp about the nature of this symbol, but nobody knows more about war than soldiers. Blood curse. At that time, King Henselt suffered from an embarrassing affliction. Namely, he had been cursed by the sorceress Sabrina Gleswick, whom he had executed for making a grave error in her magical practice. Witches are experts on curses and can generally figure out how to lift them. Witchers are expert on curses, generally how to pick them. But even they need pointers sometimes. Geralt headed for the site of the stake at which Sabrina had been burned. To lift the curse, he needed to learn exactly how the execution had played out. Then he would need to recreate it by using the very items that had been used during the event. Alright, summoner basically. Return on battle. Battle? What am I saying, man? Battle. Ask around the Kadveni camp a symbol of courage. The Dun Banner Standard, I'm guessing. Vandergrip Sword and a piece of Celtic's armor. Lastly, acquire Henselt's medallion. In the words of World of Wraiths, only those relics the ghost had a connection to in life have any meaning. Geralt and Deathmold agreed they would need items, I told him, symbolizing war, specifically objects representing the concepts of hatred, courage, faith, and death. The Witcher thus began his search for the Dun Banner Standard, the symbol of death, for the sword that had belonged to the infamous and odious General Vandergrift, and for a piece of the armor that once belonged to the brave Self-Crick. The symbol of faith, a medallion, was in Helsing's possession.
We need to talk.
What? No, hello, good morning. Pucker up and kiss my ass? Nothing?
No.
Hello.
Good morning, White Wolf. Will you take some tea? It's a fortifying beverage.
No.
Some other time, maybe.
I'm looking for information on the Wild Hunt.
You must know a lot about the Wild Hunt, as one of the reigning majesties among mages.
I simply cannot concern myself with folk tales about corpses flying about on intensely emaciated steeds.
The Wild Hunt's no myth.
Okay, well, he doesn't believe it. About the curse. Okay, goodbye,
See.
I guess. He has nothing. He has no books. You told me he'll give me books about this. Oh. He did. The legendary accursed. The Drog is a mythical creature issuing straight from ancient legends of heroes and their epic deeds. When a hero descends into a fiery hell to rescue his beloved, or when he seeks to avenge his father's death, the Drog is often his opponent. Why are poets so keen to cast this monster as the arch enemy? Well, as a wraith, the Drog fits well into any dark story or curse of vengeance from this world beyond. Of a curse or vengeance from this world beyond. Described variously, always as threatening, its true appearance remains unknown. It is a powerful creature, a prince of the damned, thus making it an ideal villain. The Temerian royal dynasty. King Foltest's daughter, cursed in her mother's womb, entered the world a stillborn beast. Interred interred, she continued to grow until she rose from her grave as a horrifying Striga. The jacktoothed princess, long terrorized Vizima, until Geralt freed her of the dark spell. Years later, Ada once more succumbed to the curse, and the Witcher again faced a Striga. This time, however, politics were at play. The Order of the Flaming Rose brought on the revision in a bid to breed chaos in Vizima and overthrow King Fortress. Right, I remember all that. I lived through it. Anything new here? Henselt. But his ambition certainly had not. The king wanted to wage a war. The king reaped that which his deeds had sown years earlier, when he and Nilfgaard jointly partitioned Eden. Though he returned to the stolen lands, there were many among the Kedveni who considered Henselt's assault on an ally to have been dishonorable. These men created a conspiracy against their corrupt ruler, adding a new cause for concern to his pile of worries. Kedveni's king had been terribly cursed by the sorceress Sabrina Glesvig, whom he had condemned to death. The sorceress Sabrina Glesvig was from Ardkare, the capital of Kedwen, and had been King Henselt's advisor. The reader, however, should not be deceived by that term. This true daughter of the Kedveni wilderness was famous for her determination and temperament. There was no exaggeration to the rumors that on many occasions she would interrupt the king, thumping her fist on the table and yelling that he should shut up and listen. And the king would indeed shut up and listen. Sabrina Glesvig's predatory nature was paired with an equally predatory beauty, which she emphasized through appropriately chosen attire. Great. Add to that the power she commanded as a sorceress, and it should become clear to what she owed her strong position, not only in Kedwen but also beyond its borders. This position could not protect her from the king's wrath, however, and when she failed Henselt one time too many, the sorceress ended up at the stake, where her life ended. Sabina cast a curse on the monarch and the battlefield with her dying breath. Many years later, we were to feel the effects of this malediction. And Draug, which is just a fiery stick apparently. The Draug is a mythical creature straight from the ancient legends of heroes and epic deeds. When the hero enters the burning hells to rescue his beloved, or when he has to avenge his father's death, the Draug is often his opponent. Why are the poets so keen to cast this monster as the arch enemy? Draug is a wraith. It's any dark story featuring a curse or vengeance from the beyond. There's no telling what it actually looks like, so its terrifying visage can be described in many ways without risking accusation of confabulation. Furthermore, it's a powerful creature, prince of damned, ideal villain. Talk to soldiers about the conspiracy.
I smell it, Tamer.
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you.
They say only a spell will lift it.
Okay, sure. Spell may lift it.
Need some help, Monster Slayer?
Yes,
I want to talk, dog of war.
Yeah.
I've heard much about you, Witcher. Greetings.
Hello.
Greetings, Captain.
Adam Prangat. What are your orders?
Is Henselt paying you to wait?
Curiosity itching you, Witcher. Not the best trait to have in wartime.
Curiosity?
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
Deathmole's given us silver-plated weapons and protective amulets. On your advice, as I heard it, we're to observe the mist and, if need be, drive off the wraiths.
Alright, good. Have you noticed the mist spreading?
Since you're already watching it, pay attention to the size of the cloud. I need to know if it's expanding.
Well,
Is it?
How fast?
it's almost imperceptible, but it's constant. A foot, perhaps two a day. What does that mean?
Means I have to hurry.
Right. How many men you got?
How many mercenaries you got watching the fog?
I've got them spread out in small groups around campfires. And how many we number? Well, that's my concern alone.
Great, he won't tell me. Sure. How much is Henselt paying you?
Does Henselt pay his mercenaries well? Call it professional curiosity on my part.
It's no secret a lump sum of 20,000 Novigrad crowns awaits, to be divvied up between those who survive.
20,000.
So the more of you die, the greater the take per head.
Yes.
Great. Were you here 3 years ago?
Were you here 3 years ago during the last battle for Vergen?
Bradley's Blue Banner was. They were decimated by mages. The survivors enlisted with us. They weren't eager to talk about it, and we didn't press them.
No lack of work for your kind.
Mercenary might just be the surest profession these days. Sign of the times.
You're famous.
I heard you gained fame during the wars with Nilfgaard.
Our fees have doubled since the Battle of Brenna. As it turns out, it was worth risking our necks.
I once knew a female mercenary.
I knew one of your kind once. Woman by the name of Grayla.
Killed by an elf's treacherous arrow. She made
Right.
a mistake. Let her emotions take control. This profession requires cold calculation.
I remember her from the last game. Yeah. And you've been fighting since then?
Must be fatiguing fighting all the time.
I took a little time off recently. Something along the lines of a honeymoon. But I like my craft. I'm not afraid to admit it.
Okay. And how did the Battle of Brenna play out?
I wouldn't mind learning some details about Brenna from someone who played first fiddle there.
Constable Natalis commanded the Nordlings. The Nilfgaardians mounted a vicious attack. And if not for us and the Dun Banner, the collected armies of the North probably would have shattered into bits. Luckily, we showed up at the right time, withstood the assault and came out victorious. We earned every last copper we were paid. 50,000 Nilfgaardians shattered their teeth trying to bite at us. Menno Colehorn, their commander-in-chief, chose death over humiliation. Like in every battle, it was a question of timing, taking advantage of the foe's missteps, and a bit of luck.
Alright. Let's talk about arm wrestling.
Let's talk arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Go on.
Bartholomew Bargy sends his regards.
Yeah. I beat him.
Fort Bargy. I remember him. Strong.
For a peasant. They say you're the strongest arm around here.
You wouldn't be talking to me otherwise.
I wouldn't.
How's that?
During the Battle of Brenna, I got into a knife fight with a Nilfgaardian commander. That's to say, he had the knife and I had my bare hands. I grabbed him by the wrist, but the blade kept coming towards my throat. He was strong, but lacked stamina. When I felt him weaken, I twisted his arm around and slit his throat.
Alright.
I've worked on my hands, wrists, and arms since then. They all come in handy in my profession.
Fighting? I guess, right?
Wanna wrestle me?
Yeah.
To challenge Adam Pangret for the championship, you've got to beat the best contenders.
Done. Who am I to fight?
You've defeated them all, so we can wrestle. Whenever you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
As you're a witcher and I'm a mercenary,
Yeah.
neither of us should wrestle for free.
So true. Let's do it. 100. Dude, I'm in.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Let's do it. No one's watching? It's a secret battle? It's supposed to be like very strong or whatever? Honestly, it's not really, I think. I think it's a big baby. Big pushover. Oh, okay. Not so much of a pushover there. Bro, stop this. No. Shit. What the hell?
You lost, White Wolf. Lucky for you, we were only wrestling for coin.
Oh, get out of here.
The whole council.
Let's
Go. As you
Yeah. Let's try that again.
I'm ready.
Best of 3. Yeah, once you lose control of this, it's horrible. Done. Get out of here.
lucky that Nilfgaardian at Brenna wasn't as strong as you. Or Adam Pangret would be a heap of white bones right now.
Lucky for you, we were only playing for coin.
Same line as you.
I venture to say there's only one man who stands a chance against you. Numa.
Numa? What kind of name is that?
He's a circus artist.
Really?
The mighty Numa, they call him. Apparently grips like a vice. Word has it he cheats.
How?
Performance-enhancing potions. The undetectable kind.
I would like
Be
that.
sure to seek him out someday.
You'd know best if he's using his muscles or alchemy.
Right.
We'll have to sit it out like hens on their eggs until this mist lifts.
It won't just disappear. They say only a spell will lift it.
That's why I'm here. Bring it on, Kadveni camp. What a fight it was. Adam Prangart's technique was excellent, as was his grit. He only lacked mutagens coursing through his veins. The Witcher was victorious, but the soldier of fortitude was not cross at all. He advised Geralt to meet Mighty Numa, a truly legendary strongman. Should the two ever meet, the Witcher decided to see if Numa really doped, as Adam Prang had claimed. Right.
The whole camp's coin. Grown lads with their arses in the air, scavenging around the tents like idiots.
Where are these coins from if there wasn't a single one when they were pitching camp? Nice.
I mean, obviously people are betraying people. Where's the coin thing? There you go. Civic. Right, civic. What's up, soldiers? Nothing? Hello, I wish to talk.
How'd you do? No talking. What do you want?
Can I talk to him?
Can I talk to him?
No chance. I don't know ya.
How might we get to know each other?
Trust needs to be earned, mate. You best go, now.
Odrin!
Drunkard?
What do you want? Normally I only talk to drunks.
Looking for order. Heard anything about scare coins?
Seen any square coins around here?
Yeah.
Square coins and white mice are good signs you had enough of the booze. I need to find me mate. Let me be. What do you want?
Looking for Odrin.
I heard you calling for Aldrin.
Odrin.
That's right, I'm looking for him, so I called out. Got a problem with that?
I used to know a man named Aldrin.
Really?
Not that same guy.
How do you know?
Odrin never deal with your kind. A right and true man, that one. Drinking without him's like ploughing without a woman. Odrin!
Odrin, who's this? In Servaska Vetire, several soldiers, all drunk like lords, searching for their lost drinking buddy. Geralt decided to help them, but he had hoped that the grateful soldiers would turn into a mine of information about the conspiracy against Henselt. Oh, that is true. Adam Prangat. I mean, anyone familiar with military history and the annals of war has probably heard of Adam Edu Prangat, who was one of the Sly Cats, rabble rousers, political prisoners, and other convicts whom King Esther Thyssen freed to aid unofficially the military effort of the northern kingdoms during the Second War against Nilfgaard. These men formed the core of the Kovri and Povesian mercenary units that streamed south at that time. Adam Prangat commanded the valorous Free Company during the Battle of Brenna, where the Nilfgaardian offensive was finally broken and the Black Ones were pushed back beyond the Yaruga. They say that Adon later wed another soldier of fortune, one Julia Abermarco, known also as Pretty Kitty, who also rose to fame at Brenna. Truly, without people like them, the battle would have taken an entirely different course. At the time of the tale related herein, Adam Prangat had been hired by and was directly serving King Henselt. He owed his engagement, as he had owed many previous ones, to his reputation, and he could expect to profit from it handsomely, as his employer paid those who proved their worth well. Prangat and his battle-hardened veterans certainly earned their pay. They accepted the order to guard the cursed mist perimeter with the composure and cold professionalism characteristic of elite soldiers. The Mighty Numa. Mighty Numa's moniker was not baseless. This huge man supposedly had inhuman grit, which he was likely to show off, among other things, arm wrestling. He had no equal in this discipline. They say his grip could crush the hands of weaker opponents. Many tried to win the Battle of Champion from him, yet nobody had managed to best him at this competition. Odrin. To say that Odrin was not shy about drinking is like saying that Yorvith was not shy about shooting humans. Such was his reputation as a drunkard that wherever moonshine could be smelt in Henselt's camp, one assumed that Odrin could not be far off. Alright, he's legendary. Ada. King Folder's daughter had been cursed even before leaving her mother's womb and turned into a Striga as a child. The Jacktooth princess had long terrorized Vizima to get rid of the curse. It returned after a few years. The Witcher managed to rebuild the second time. Later, Ada became wife of Radovid V, King of Redania. I engineered that.
Odrin! Odrin! Where are you?
Another drunkard.
What do you want?
Tell me.
To talk. I just arrived.
Yeah.
What do you want to know?
This place worth a longer stay?
This place worth staying around?
The company's all right. All lads with balls as far as I know.
Well,
I've noticed that. And the rest?
What rest?
Nobles, Deathmold, the king.
Can't complain. The lords aren't too lofty. Deathmold keeps the peace, great mage that he is. And our king's the best.
Long live King Henselt!
Yeah, long live.
I'm done with this course.
What do you want?
Tell me.
To talk.
What?
Think you'll win?
Think you can beat Eddern?
Can we ever?
It won't be easy. They say Saskia's gathered quite a force around Vergen.
What force? A band of short-asses, peasant rabble and a few elves. Don't forget, they'll be dealing with a regular army.
So what are you waiting for? Why aren't you at Vergen's gates?
The ploughing fogs cut us off from Eddern. Just yesterday, a company tried to get to the other side. Only 3 men returned. What do you...
Everyone's calling for order.
I heard you.
What of it?
Just curious. Half the camp's looking for him.
Well, he's gone and got lost. But Odrin's a good man. He can drink 6 noggins of liquor, one after the other.
Wouldn't mind buying him a pint. What does he look like?
Ordinary, like any soldier. Except he staggers a lot.
Thank you. You're also staggering quite a bit.
Salutations.
So I can like breathe
Odrin,
now.
where are you?
Where are ye, Odrin? So loud.
Where are you?
Who are you?
Still looking for coins. What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
Odrin, where are you?
How's service under Henselt?
See anybody complaining?
No.
And we don't like busybodies.
Okay, great.
Odrin, where are
Still
you?
looking for coins. What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
Hello. Another drunkard.
What is it, Witcher?
Answer a few questions.
I like to get my bearings once in a while.
We all do,
Will you answer some questions for me?
if I know how to. And if I can.
Where are you from?
You from Kedwin?
Like me father and grandfather before me,
Know what they say about you in Eddern?
folk always got something to say about their neighbours.
Henselt wants to conquer Eddern. What would you expect them to say?
They're kingless in Erin now. They could use a good ruler.
They've got someone to rule. You don't need to meddle.
Don't be naive. The world's no sandbox. Oh, come to think of it, the stronger bairns reign in the sandbox as well. What is it?
I like...
We all...
Will you...
If I...
I heard someone's hatched a plot against Henselt.
I heard not everyone likes Henselt.
To be liked by everyone, you need not to have a mind of your own. And Henselt's got one.
Put it this way. More and more people don't like how he thinks.
We agreed to speak freely.
I've learned of a plot.
I promised I'd answer every question I know how and every question I can. That's a question I cannot answer.
Really? You
What is it
cannot,
with...
huh?
Will you...
If I...
How did she let
The
you?
sorceress named Sheila.
She's just arrived.
What for?
I've no clue. Do you ever know with witches? I mean, they never do what they say they're doing.
Could she become Henselt's sorceress?
Our king's already got an advisor for magic, and Deathmo don't like competition. He likes sorceresses, even less. What is it, Witcher?
Come across any spare coins?
Can I speak freely?
If you want to be sly, best you step away.
I'm looking for someone with a square coin.
Why's that?
I can only tell someone who has one.
You got one?
No.
Then don't ask, for you'll learn nothing.
Do you have
What
one?
is it, Witcher?
Who's this Aldrin you're calling out for? A Kedweni god of some sort?
Arthur, a god? If you suggested the god of drinking, I might agree. He's a mate. We agreed to meet at the tavern, but he's gone and got lost. If you find him, tell him we're waiting.
I think he might be dead.
How will I know it's him?
Oh, you'll know Audrin. Nobody quite like that cunt.
Doesn't really answer my damn question, but sure. Is this guy Odrin? Maverick. Alright. The guy who shit his pants.
What do you want?
First war for you?
This your first war?
Not a chance. We soldiers never want for work under Henselt.
That's it. I want to ask you more questions. What the hell? Alright, well, I'll save the game. This was a history lesson, I guess. See you in the next one.